Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda. We'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home.
Well, it's 8:30 in Nigeria. It's 9:30 in lovely Cairo. And don't you love those lovely Egyptian people? They're our host here as we broadcast from Egypt. And it's 11:30 in the Gulf. But of course, you know what time it is. It's time for Viewers Pulse. And you guys, as you mentioned, or as I mentioned on Facebook, of course, you guys are following us on Facebook.com/HudaTV, as well as my personal Facebook page, Facebook.com/Malik Evangelatos, just like it's spelled on the screen. I promised you guys a very awesome episode. That's right. I promised you an awesome episode. I'm going to keep saying awesome. It's like our key word, inshallah, because we're expecting a very, very special guest. I think you know who I'm talking about. It's an awesome guest. I've been waiting a long time to be honored enough to host him. Of course, you know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say his name until he arrives, inshallah. He's arrived here in Egypt in order to attend the conference on targeted media, which is essentially a conference focusing on Islamic media here in Cairo, just next door. We hope to have him, inshallah. I believe there's some technical issues bringing him to the channel. Inshallah, he will arrive shortly, and he will be with us to speak about his role in this targeted conference, media conference, as well as his role in Huda TV, the programs he has hosted, what programs he will host, inshallah. Last Ramadan, I don't want to give away who the guest is, because last Ramadan, he hosted one of the live shows, which was the most popular show on one of the most popular shows broadcast live on Huda TV. He's definitely a fan favorite, and I had the pleasure and honor of meeting him for the first time yesterday in the channel, and I had a good time meeting him. I certainly hope that you guys enjoyed the episode. So all I'm going to say, you guys, is that it is an awesome episode. Going forward, let me give you the contact information. It's 002-0238-555-248 or 9. That's 002-0238-555-248 or 9. Of course, the calls are live, so I'm expecting a lot of phone calls from you guys. And you guys, of course, know our email. Although the email isn't working right now, we will get it back up and running shortly, inshallah. While we're waiting for our awesome guest, you guys, I want to welcome Sheikh Jaman Al-Zahrani, the general manager of our channel. He's here in Cairo, also looking to attend the Targeted Media Conference, as well as our special guests from the KSA. We're always pleased and honored to host them, and we look forward to having them here for some time, inshallah. While we're waiting for our awesome guest, I want to talk to you a little bit about Ramadan's Pulse. You guys know that's like my favorite show ever. Season 1 was a blast with my good friend, the behind-the-scenes tour guide, Mohammed Tayo. Well, this year we made it we're making it rather, because we're doing it right now, a semi-drama kind of documentary in the Harry Potter fashion. That's right, it's going to be like a Harry Potter film, inshallah. Of course, without all the bad stuff, just the good stuff, the theme rather, I should say. I had a lot of fun. I got to film with my good friend, Abdul Karim, who's actually originally from Cameroon. He invited us into his home. He treated us like kings. He had made a huge amount of food. We had a wonderful dinner. He had his family with him there. He talked to us about the customs, or as they say in Arabic, you know what, I better not practice my Arabic on the live. Let's take it to English. He talked to us about the customs, the foods, the language, and the people of Cameroon, his native country. It was really a marvelous time. We were honored to be his guests. I certainly look forward to airing that every day in the month of Ramadan, inshallah. And it's going to be similar to Memories of Haramain, because of course the mind behind it, the brain behind this project is of course Mohammed Tayo, who brought you Memories of Haramain. I believe you guys benefited greatly from that program. My friend Abdul Karim was also in Memories of Haramain, as were many of the regular Huda TV personalities. Memories of Haramain was probably the best, in my humble opinion, probably one of the best programs on Huda TV thus far. I mean, it was really, I think the level of professionalism and craftsmanship from the artistic perspective was amazing, and that's why we're pleased to have Brother Mohammed Tayo working with us here at Huda TV, and we hope to make Ramadan's Pulse Season 2 the same caliber, inshallah. Now, like I said, we're waiting for an awesome guest, so if you're just flipping through the channels, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to see who this awesome guest is, and if you know who I'm talking about, if you think you know which awesome guest I'm talking about, give me a call and let me know who you think it is. The number is 002-0238-555-248. or 249. We do have some clips for you prepared in the second segment, and of course, as usual, in the second segment, we will be reading the Facebook comments, inshallah. You guys, this Viewers Pulse program is all about you, so I expect to hear from you guys. What do you want to see on the Huda TV screen? Your thoughts, opinions, your feedback. What shaykh you would like to see? What programs you would like to see? What are the needs of your local community? Because, of course, we're covering a wide area in the entire world, and of course, the people are different from one country to another. So, that's important. If you have a local scholar who you would like to participate with us and cooperate with us at Huda TV in front of the camera or behind it, please shoot me an email at pulse@huda.tv. But in the meantime, you can send that right to my facebook.com/Malik Evangelatos. You guys, we're going to take a short break. I'm waiting for that awesome guest, so you guys stay tuned to Viewers Pulse.
We should never underestimate the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the tsunami that happened in Japan that killed so many people. It is time for a change. It is time for us to come forth and to make that change, my brothers and sisters. We must enjoin the right and forbid the evil in every land, in every Muslim land. We have to go back to the original source. And the original source is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are actually here in downtown Cairo, Egypt, in front of the 44th Cairo International Book Fair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to the Pulse. Well, you guys, as I promised, we have a very awesome guest, and he has arrived in the studio. Of course, I'm talking about, you know who, the Sheikh that is broadcasting once a week live from Jeddah, the host of Ask Huda, Sheikh Asim. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Asim.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, and thank you for having me. By the way, sometimes they call me Asim al-Hakim, so it's okay whether you call me Asim or Awesome.
Thank you, Sheikh. My Arabic is very bad. I apologize. Thank you so much for joining us. I certainly appreciate it. Sheikh, you're broadcasting from Jeddah,
yes,
and now you're in Cairo. So what does bring you to Cairo?
Well, I'm attending tomorrow, with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, a conference on what they translate as targeted media.
Okay.
But I'm not comfortable with the word targeted, because even the evil media is targeted.
That's right,
so it should be the beneficial media, the educational media, edutainment as they call it.
Okay.
So they have a 2-day conference tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay, so what will be your role in this conference? Why was it so important that you travel here from Jeddah just to attend?
Well, this is the official version, is that I'm a man of media and I have to attend. The unofficial version is that I miss the brothers here in Huda TV, and they have a very big chunk of my life devoted and dedicated to Huda, with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal. And it's fun always to be in Egypt, this loving and caring country where the weather is fine, the food is excellent, the people are kind.
Thank you so much, Sheikh Asim. We certainly appreciate your kind words. The Egyptian brothers especially do behind the cameras. Sheikh, last year, I receive a lot of emails right here on this program, and people are asking, when is Sheikh Asim going to do another program for us, especially a youth program? We want to see him wearing jeans and sneakers like there was an old program that you did, I believe. Do you have anything like that in mind? Because I do think you're very popular with the youth.
Well, nowadays, I used to be popular with the youth because I was young. Nowadays, everybody looks at me and says, "Uncle, I have a question." And this, puts me off completely. I'd love to do a dedicated program, but the problem is that the cake is too small and there are so many people eating from it. Time does not allow me to do so many things that I wish I could do besides the responsibilities I have. But inshallah, with the grace of Allah, I would love to do it. Of course, skip the jeans and the sneakers part, because I'm too old for this. So let's keep it as it is, inshallah.
But Sheikh, Ask Huda, it goes very well, mashallah. I like to watch it myself. You handle the calls in a very friendly way, in a charismatic way. How many years have you been broadcasting, hosting Ask Huda?
This is my I think, 12th year.
SubhanAllah. This is your 12th year. So was there a certain episode or a certain question that you always remember, like a funny, a memorable moment, or a certain question or a certain caller that you remember to this day?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not good at this. But every single day you receive things that are so funny, so sometimes you could say that they're so ridiculous. But at the same time, you could never look down at any person asking question, because at least he's better than half of the population. He came forward to ask, even if it's silly. But it might be that this is the one who's going to benefit most from you.
Yeah, certainly that's an excellent point, and we do hear Dr. Salah say that as well. Signs of the Hour was a wonderful program, and I do receive a lot of feedback on this email about that program. Who came up with the concept for that program? Did it take a lot of preparation on your part? Why did you choose that topic? Why in Ramadan? Perhaps you can speak about that.
Well, first of all, when it comes to preparing a topic or a subject, I'm very lazy. So if you want to kill me, just tell me, Sheikh, give us a title or give us a topic. This completely destroys me. But if you come and say, listen, I'd like you to talk about X, Y, Z, no problem. Okay. If I'm unable to do it, I'll fake it. But when you come and tell me you come up with a subject, I find this horrendous for me. The Signs of the Hour was suggested by Sheikh Jam'an al-Zahrani himself.
Okay.
He told me, how about this topic? And I love the topic because I've done it so many times in Friday sermons and in lectures, etc. And it did take a lot, and I mean a lot of my time, because when you do it for TV, you try your level best to research it. And you do not depend only on Sheikh Umar ibn Sulaiman al-Ashqar's book, may Allah have mercy on his soul, but also you depend on other books such as Yusuf al-Wabil, and I think it's Abdul Latif Wabil, Yusuf al-Wabil. I always mix up these two brothers. And it's a very beautiful book. It's a master's degree thesis.
Okay.
And you look on the web, when you find people who are deviant or having wrong information coming on the YouTube and talking about the Dajjal and saying that Dajjal is the UK and is not something, and it's found in the North Sea, etc. All of this nonsense, you have to defend it.
Okay, excellent point. Sheikh, on this program, we do try to give the viewers a little bit of background information about the particular guest. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit about yourself, because, actually, when I hear you speak, I thought you were born and raised in America, because you speak perfect American English. So perhaps you can give the viewers a little bit about yourself and a little behind-the-scenes information, whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
Yeah, if I do this, I have to kill you. But I can't do that with the viewers. No, see, what you need to know is that I've been to the States in my life only for 5 weeks. Okay. Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
So I went for a month, and then a couple of years later, I went for a week.
Okay.
So this is my experience with the U.S. I don't know even how to get there, because the last time I was there was like in 1984.
Okay, right.
My English, with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jalla, I never thought that I'm going to use it for da'wah.
SubhanAllah.
I come from a westernized family. So my father, my brothers, my siblings, my cousins, since God knows when, we've been westernized. So we were Muslims, but not practicing Muslims, like the masses.
Right.
And with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jalla, with time, Allah guided me to pursue knowledge more, and then I found that people are benefiting from it in English, in Arabic that is.
Right.
And only 12 years ago I was introduced to the arena to make lectures in English, which I didn't hesitate a lot, because heck, nobody knows what I'm going to say. In Arabic you get people come, hey, this is wrong.
Right.
But in English, whatever you say, the people go, that's nice. So alhamdulillah, it went on, and unfortunately now people are discovering these shortcomings, and they're pointing it out.
No, I think we benefited greatly from your efforts, Sheikh. We certainly appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about physical fitness, if you don't mind. I see that you're physically fit. I believe you lift weights. Perhaps you can. Is that right?
My family is also a family of athletes.
Okay.
So they are deep in tennis. They play tennis professionally, and I used to do squash and compete in squash, and I've got tournaments in squash with the grace of Allah, before I busted both knees and got both knees operated on.
Oh my goodness.
That was like last century. So, so you could tell how old I am. And I do table tennis professionally also. And I do weightlifting just so that when I travel abroad and I put on the jeans and the t-shirt, at least I could look okay. So alhamdulillah, I've been doing bodybuilding for the past 30 years.
Okay.
and I reached to bench press 100 kgs.
Which is how many pounds, Sheikh? I was going to ask
That's
you.
about 225.
Okay, I was going to ask. Okay, all right.
So, but that was when I seriously when I was young.
Okay.
But now I'm just trying to keep things
Right.
in perspective.
I think it's a lost art among many Muslims, staying fit, because it does improve even your psychological, mental state, being healthy.
This needs a lecture, but the problem, and I don't think we have time, the problem with the Muslims is balance.
Right.
See, you don't stay in the gym for 10 hours,
Right.
and then you goof when it comes to your family, when it comes to your
Right.
business, money-wise, and when it comes to your religion.
Right.
You have to balance, and that is why the Prophet ﷺ said to Abu Darda, and also he said that to Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, Allah has rights over you, your body has rights over you, your wife has rights over you, and your guest has rights over you, so give each one its due right. So the issue is not going to the gym or not. The issue is, are you managing to balance your life? If you do, you're the happiest Muslim around.
Yes, subhanAllah, thank you. Excellent points. Sheikh, what about any new programs here at Huda TV? And Ask Huda is rolling, do you have any new programs in mind, or do you have any new topics you'd like to address?
I'm open to all suggestions.
Okay, right.
As I've said before, I'm
Right.
easy like Sunday morning. So if the guys come and say, listen, we need you to do something in Aqidah, or
Right.
we need you to do something in jurisprudence. With the grace of Allah, Allah blessed me with finishing Umdat al-Ahkam for Peace TV.
Okay, great.
And I don't know anyone had done this before, the whole fiqh in English on TV.
Okay,
so
great.
I was blessed by Allah Azza wa Jal,
Yeah.
and I give my gratitude to Dr. Zakir for entrusting me with this mission. I can do the same with any other textbook with the grace of Allah, if Allah helps me and wills that for me, for Huda. But the problem is lack of time
Of course.
and lack of resources.
Right.
And this is why I always tell people that come and say, listen, I'm the only one Muslim in my family, and I'd like to write a will for Islamic organizations so that the money would go to the cause of Allah. I always tell them, buy endowments, buy buildings, and make the revenue go straight to this beneficial media, especially Al-Huda, Huda TV. This is the greatest form of deed that you can benefit and reap from while you're in your grave. Because how many people are watching us? 500,000? A million? What happens if we go to the States and to Europe and broadcast live there? Imagine about the benefit people would get. Unfortunately, this is not materializing yet, but it will with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And I have great confidence in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He would secure financial resources for Huda so that it would allow me to come and dedicate my time to doing something that may benefit the Muslims.
Inshallah, thank you, Sheikh. And of course, the viewers can always get online and contribute to keeping the channel up and running, inshallah. Sheikh, your da'wah has taken you all around the world. I'm sure you've now traveled to countries that you would never expected you to have traveled to. Can you talk to us about some of the countries you have traveled to?
Well, actually, I haven't traveled a lot. I've been going to the UK a lot.
Okay.
And it's like 15, 20 times. Very nice country, very nice people. And they're very welcoming and eager to learn. I've been to India a gazillion times with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, and these people just want you to talk non-stop. And they benefit, and they learn, and they question, and they send you feedback. So it's challenging, alhamdulillah.
Right.
I've been to the Gulf, the Emirates, to Qatar. Egypt has been always there for me. Australia, hopefully soon,
Inshallah, great.
if they grant me a visa.
Inshallah, yeah.
And Allah Azza wa Jal.
Sheikh Asim, what about the viewers out there that want to contact you, they want to book you? Do you operate a Facebook page? They can send you a message, fatwa questions, this sort of thing?
My Facebook page is operated only by me.
Okay.
And that is why I seldomly answer back.
Okay.
So it is Asim al-Hakim, one word.
Okay, great.
That's my page, and that's my personal page, and I think it's also the fans page. I have both.
Okay, great. Okay.
And my Twitter account is also Asim al-Hakim, one word.
Okay.
And I also operate this. What I do to answer questions is that people have to post their question on my website, which is www.asimalhakim, one word, which is ASIMALHAKEM.net/contact.
Okay, great.
So they'll find a form, put your question, and make sure that you put your email, and within 48 hours, inshallah, you will get the answer. And this is the blessing of Allah Azza wa Jal, because there's a team that works for the sake of Allah voluntarily. I'm unable to afford them, but Allah Azza wa Jal will grant them from His mercy and His reward. They screen the questions, and if it was answered before, because I got like 100 questions a day on what's ruling on growing the beard. And the typical answer, if you're a female, it's not permissible. So if you're male, it's okay.
Right.
So instead of reinventing the wheel,
Right.
they just post the link.
Yeah, okay, that's a very excellent point. Sheikh, we want to also record Ramadan's Pulse with you. I certainly hope you're available in the next couple of days while you're in Cairo. How long are you going to be with us?
Inshallah, I'm traveling back Sunday morning.
Okay, inshallah, we hope to. We're going to really squeeze you and get you on all the shows and record with you as much as we can. Sheikh Asim, I certainly appreciate your time. Unfortunately, we do have to end the episode, but you're always welcome, of course, here, and I look forward to hosting you again in the future, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair.
And you guys, I certainly hope you appreciated the special interview with a very special guest, Sheikh Asim al-Hakim, the host of Ask Huda, broadcasting live once a week from Jeddah. So until next time, you guys, I leave you in the care of Allah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda. We'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home.